Here.
Hal Wilkins. Here. Dr. Burke. Here. Kenny Holloway. Here. Jeff Ash.
Here.
Let's stand and pledge allegiance, please. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we need to amend the agenda. We need to remove, under number 7, we need to remove A.
Motion to amend the agenda and remove the A under 7.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Everybody aye?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, motion carries. I need approval of the minutes from July the 21st, 2015 to July the 3rd.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Judy, Marilyn, did you get all of that? Petitions and communications from the public. Anything that is not on the agenda, if anyone has anything they would like to say, please step forward and state your name.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dave Sutton, and I'm one of the new residents of Helen. I just want to come before you all this morning and tell you thanks on a couple of different occasions. One, I live down at the 8 Live Townhomes, and most recently you folks installed a speed bump down there that was well needed down there, so some of that traffic on the back road, and it has helped out considerably. The other thing I want to, just tell you thanks for. I've been here, been coming down for over 20 years, and recently, like I said, we finally decided to move up here and buy a property, and we love it up here. And I was here for the 4th of July. I've been here many, many times, and I saw the increase in the crowds down there around the park area and what have you. And I'm here to tell you, it's a different world this weekend. I'll run down through there on my golf cart and look around. It sure looks nice down there. The crowds are not there, the trash is not there, the littering is not there. And I think it had a lot to do with the removal of some items. But I just want to say thank you all for your effort in making Helen what it used to be.
You're welcome. Now, you also have something to do with the Corvette Club, I believe?
Yes, I do. I'm a member of the Circle City Corvette. I build and restore old Corvettes and happen to have one that
What year do you have, no?
I have an 03 anniversary, 50th anniversary edition that I'm very proud of, and hope to have it up here for the, for the parade.
Right.
Parade.
And I think we had discussed, or someone had discussed maybe the possibility of getting part of the Corvette Club or some of the Corvette Club, all of it up here.
Where I live in Enterprise, Alabama, we're only 90 miles from Panama City Beach. And we have a big cruise in down there each year. We take anywhere from 200 to 300 Corvettes from Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee that come down, and we go down there for a weekend. And I have talked to some folks down there, and I'm going to put Mr. Garmin onto these folks and let him see if we can't bring some of those Corvettes up here. And I promise you, when they do get here, they'll behave. They won't be tearing up the streets because we respect our cars and we have to pay for them. And that makes a big difference in how you treat something. And I left y'all one of my business cards. I'm not up there politicking, but I just wanted you to have one of my cards. I am a sheriff, an acting sheriff. I'm one of 67 sheriffs in the state of Alabama. And I appreciate it. Thank y'all very much.
Let me ask you this, back to the Corvette Club. I know you're from Enterprise, Alabama, but do you do anything closer in, like in Atlanta? Do you ever look into joining the Atlanta Corvette Club and maybe getting...
The Atlanta Corvette Club has joined us on the beach caravan, and we'll work with them somewhere down the road. We'll see if we can't get some of those folks up here. Like I said, I'm kind of busy right now with being a sheriff, but I do take the time off to come to my next home. But we'll work on that.
Thank you so much.
I heard Solo was considering coming to your place.
You want to start?
You missed that one.
We referred them to you.
Solo. He said he heard Solo.
We refer them on down to Panama City Beach. They have nothing else, so let's just put that on them too.
I've known Dave so great.
Dave, what was the deal you had down there where the 150,000 came? That was,
year before last?
Folks, I kind of like you all, we expected a small crowd to come in for what was called a Bama Jam. We had some of the top headlining country singers, and then we had a few like ZZ Top, Hank Williams Jr., Kid Rock, and a few others that got on the agenda. And I was prepared initially for about 20,000, and we had up to 250,000 showed up in Enterprise, Alabama. Now, that's a normal area down there with my county of about 75,000. So we had our hands full. But we had plenty of time to prepare for it. We had 2 weeks. And we handled it well. But I'm here to tell you, if you get a large crowd like that and you handle them correctly, you get the right people involved in it, we had less than 1% that we had to deal with. Everybody came to have a good time, and we allowed that up to an extent, but it was all in the big pasture. And 3 days of a lot of fun. We've done that now. We did that for 5 years, and it was a great event.
Well, that's great. But thank you so much.
All right, I'll come see you.
Okay, and this is petitions and communications from the public, so if anyone has anything they want to say, Missy, do you have anything?
Well, I did write a list.
Okay.
And I didn't
A
get it
list?
before. Well,
I missed that list.
should I just give it to each of you? or-
Yeah, that is fun.
Okay. Just some suggestions, and I don't have copies, I have 4.
We can have one ready. Okay. Now, we are going to be adjourning and going down to the River
Exactly.
Park here in just a few minutes to, look at some stuff. So yeah, we'll read this over.
Okay.
Missy, I hate you just missed what the gentleman just spoke to us
I
about.
just was saying to Jim,
Yeah.
sorry we missed it.
He
What was it?
congratulated us on putting the park back like it used to be and making things less hectic and more joyful for everyone to see and visit. Which, I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss.
Don, can I introduce one gentleman we want to see again?
Please.
Corey, stand up, son. Corey's the son of Matt Robinall over in Innsbruck. And this young man is completing his master's degree from Appalachian State University up in Tennessee.
Boone?
Okay. Corey started work with me, and I signed off to help along with Innsbruck, completed his master's thesis in land and urban planning. This gentleman will graduate from Appalachian State. He's done some work with the city. Julie gave me permission to work with him and allow him to attend all of our meetings, our PDR meetings, our Innsbruck board meetings, and I'd like to announce his candidacy for his commission coming up in December. You earned it, buddy. But I want to congratulate you. He will be presenting the Jerry sometime the next week or two, the completed thesis that he's doing, and also going to Innsbruck. And he's a great young man. I watched him grow up, and I'm just thankful we were able to help him create so much good stuff, particularly for Innsbruck. And Corey, thank you, son. It's been an honor
Thank you.
to have a young man in your caliber.
And congratulations.
And I'd like to see us try to do this every year, to take an intern from some college and go into the woods. Because he's attended these meetings, he didn't just sit there and created maps and theorized. He's actually went over there and watched them reconstruct our roads and studied the college, and no one did it. So I think he got a lot out of the summer, and I commend you, son. Okay.
Congratulations. And I'd also like to tell everyone today, or yesterday, was Mr. Jerry Elkins' 16th year with the city of Pelham. And he has done a fantastic job, and we would like to thank you for putting up with all of us and taking your Valium every day and everything like that. So, thank you so much.
Any of y'all saw me at the liquor store? I appreciate that.
Okay. And the other thing under petition and communications, it will be qualifying for the commissioners to run. And the qualification dates, there is a 5-day window. It will be published in the paper. And there's a 5-day window, and it starts the 31st of August. So You have a 7-day window there to qualify. What are the I guess you get the qualifications though from the city as far as how long you have to live in the city and stuff like that, right? That will be in the paper also. Okay.
Basically, a resident voters.
Yeah, for a couple of years, I think.
1 year, I think it is. Residence for 1 year, is that the deal?
I think so. You have to be a resident of 1 year, registered voters.
Is that it?
I know that much of it.
Okay, anyway, that will be published in the paper. Under administrative operations, number B, consideration for approval to engage Walter, Pierce, and Tuck to perform the annual audit for 2015. Do we need a motion to do that here? I think we have used them.
We do, but just to tell you, the annual audit this year will not exceed $16,750. If we have to have an additional single audit, which we've had to have a couple of years because of the grant monies and so forth, which I don't see that this year, but that's $6,000 additional if we're required to do that. This price has gone up about $750 in the last 10 years, so I don't think
I think they've done a great job, so I don't see us that needing to change.
they work well, they do us a good job, so.
Okay, is there any other?
You need to approve the stuff, Jerry.
Yeah, we need
Approve it. I'll make a motion that we approve the engagement letter.
Second? Second. All in favor? Helen was just going over this list that Missy gave, and I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these we've already done.
Five, we have definitely added, or continue to have, or added.
Patrol park Saturday and Sundays, add more swings along the river, and also facing parks so people can watch children playing. More benches along the river, and 3 out parks. What is 3 out parks? Oh, throughout, I'm sorry. Throughout park. I thought you meant 3 on the outside or something. Okay. Keep grills at Pavilion, and we're going to have 2 or 3 grills at the Pavilion.
Yeah, we've got
And we're going to do a natural walk path down by the river.
Like
So
Shane's, right?
so those 5 things we are, and we're going to be adjourning down to the river here in just a couple of minutes.
And I'm not sure about locking the restroom. Do we lock the restrooms at dark?
We're going to have to, because I think we found somebody staying.
I am not sure whether we do or not.
That would be a good idea.
I
I
don't
thought when that park was first built, that those bathrooms were locked.
At one time, I believe they did, and I think it was easier because you had a lot of people down there late in the afternoon. They kept them open, but I think Ross had mentioned that they did find someone sleeping in them the other day, so they don't have to start locking them back.
Yeah, I would recommend, I'd like to see that. The other thing, there was a gentleman here last week that was talking about, games and stuff like that. There is a section in, behind the pavilion. Now, I'm not sure if it's a full kitchen or if it's just,
Oh, there is a kitchen?
there's a large room back there.
But most people, when they come to a park, they're going to bring any type of games. They're going to bring their cornhole games and stuff like that. The city does not need to employ someone and try to take care of equipment and having somebody down there, because some days you're not going to have anybody.
Exactly, and that's why I said weekends.
Yeah, so something like that, I don't think the city is up for providing games or something for the river park. I mean, I think that's something that everybody needs to, if they want to bring, play football or something like that, they need to kind of
Bring
bring
their
their
own
own.
stuff.
Yeah.
And I really would like to see lawn chairs, because I think when people,
Yeah.
we do, when we go to a park, we usually always have lawn chairs. in the
Well,
back of the
and
park.
we've decided that we're going to allow lawn chairs, but this one, don't refer to Hall County as those people. We're not referring to Hall County as those people, whatsoever. It's not just people from Hall County, from all over that were abusing the park.
No, I agree, but it was mentioned so many times that, that I thought, I think you need to kind of.
Well, I have not heard that at all.
Well, I probably said it, I also said Gwinnett
Yeah.
County, Hall County, I said everybody except White County and Habersham County.
And if you're
I
not
saw
from Hall
something-
County, you're
Those
those people.
different parks.
Yeah, I saw something the other day, it was a very rare thing. It was it was yesterday. They had 3 White County cars down there.
Well, that's good.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, I think that's the first time I've ever seen 3 White County cars at our park.
Huh.
And that's
Well, I would say
kind
on
of
the
what we
week,
want.
during the week, yeah, that wouldn't surprise me during the week. On the weekends, I think you have to be insane.
Well, I've been monitoring 3 or 4 times a day,
Yeah,
every day for 6 weeks now.
yeah.
And,
Well, and I've been going by every day too, and there's still a part of me, it's like, I want to see more people, but then again, to be very honest with you, if you had all the picnic tables back today, and during the weekend we rode by, it would be just as empty. You know, it just seems to me, it's like, oh my gosh, I saw one
It's a
person.
weekend, it's more of a weekend.
It's a weekend thing, it's not, you know, I think, you know, I just think it's, the whole problem is the weekends. And you can't, you know, you're a tourist town, and we can't stop people.
Well,
But
we can stop people
definitely-
from building bonfires and burning our picnic
That
tables, and putting up
definitely has
tarps
to
and
be
putting up tents and sleeping on the tables.
I agree.
So,
And this,
Yeah.
we definitely,
we've eliminated that problem, let's leave it eliminated.
we do not want to divide the green space that we have there up into paths. We have, we're gonna make the natural path more
Oh, okay.
definitive with fresh chips. We wanna keep it natural.
Okay.
We don't wanna divide up what we have and have it all chopped up.
I think we want to leave the green so people that do want to throw a football or, you know, get out there and play frisbee or whatever.
Yeah, 'cause
they'll
you
have,
can-
they'll
you can
have a
fight
nice
that.
place to do it without, you know. If you have national forests, you want to go just walk.
And also special event, huge thing,
Yeah, so,
Well, that's true.
yeah, so usually for special events, we can't just make it all concrete or something.
I saw a group of about 6 down there with their lawn chairs, and it was quite pleasing to see that.
Right.
Because when you look at that kind of group with the lawn chairs, you know they're gonna be gone.
Mhm.
At the end of the day, those chairs go with them.
Exactly.
And so you know you're gonna have a much cleaner, a much cleaner ending of the day down there.
People are actually enjoying the river now. I mean, they can see it, they can get close to it,
Mhm.
and it's just so pleasant.
Well, I'd like to go down at 11 when you guys go.
Yeah, just as soon as we
Well,
finish this,
anybody-
we're going to be
And to
done.
see, yeah, wait a minute, what was I just saying?
Everybody's invited.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, I can't remember what I was saying. Oh, when I had suggested at some point a natural path, so people can, you know, walk down to the river. Like right now, I think I heard last week that it's all kind of like natural weeds or.
Well, have you been down there, because there is, I walked there yesterday, and speaking of them taking their chairs with them, there was 2 that I think people had torn up and they left them down there. So sometimes they're not going to take them with them, but there are several places you can get in. What we had discussed last week, and there again, it would have to be approved by the EPD and EPA and
Right.
and grandfather and everything else to get it done, would be make a walkway down to it so the rest of the vegetation can grow up
Can
naturally
remain.
instead of, because right now there's about 5 places where, they're good places to access it, but you can see that it's almost like they've been running cattle through there, and I'm not saying that. I mean, you know, if you look
Yeah.
for wildlife climb up a bank in a river, that's what this looks like down there in a lot of places.
So that's good, so maybe nothing has to be done.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we can,
We probably can.
it stays warm from the thousands of people climbing in and out.
Right.
And I just don't think we can, if we try to make it nicer, it's just gonna get worn down again.
Well, if
Unless
there's
we
a space
put-
already, then why, you
If
know,
we put
no,
steps
like I said, I'd like to go down and look, because
Natural rock steps or something like that might hold the bank to keep it from the road.
Jerry,
However, we're gonna have a liability there if we put it on ourselves, so we're, you
Try to
know.
leave it as natural as we can.
The rate is going, the riverbank's gonna be back down to the road in a few years, the way it's going, but, anyway, we're gonna go down and look at it.
This is just a question, I don't know if it would be allowed by the EPD, if we could clear out any more, a little bit, so people can actually see more.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I was gonna mention when we went down there. Some of the smaller overgrowth and vines and stuff like that, anything that we can't run and cut that trees, which we don't want
No, we
to,
wouldn't
of
want
course. But, undergrowth.
As long as you don't disturb the natural canopy of the river, you can undercut some of the minor bushes.
That would look so nice.
Yeah,
The canopy
that
itself has to
definitely
stay
looks
intact.
good. Okay. Any other questions?
Mayor?
Yes.
While we're on that subject, I don't know your protocol here, but one of the things that I've noticed down on the river since I live on the river, the tubing companies, you got the pink and the green tubing companies. And when they bring those tubes out of the water, it seems like they're turning over and dumping out plastic bottles and trash and all kinds of stuff. They're not policing that up. It's coming on down the river and it's getting caught in the bend down there by the bridge, right behind Edelweiss. And get a chance to go by there. I bet there's 100 plastic bottles in there in a day. And that, I don't know if they can put a catch net. I know that's EPA standards. They
One
can't-
time they had one, and what happened, a big rain came, or what happened that we
Yeah,
came?
when we have flooding conditions, it does away with.
But even the merchants themselves that are selling those tubes, I'm sure they're making a little bit of money. They could put something out there, even hire a couple of people to catch that.
Well, now every afternoon, and during tubing season, they take what, a week each, Jerry? And they actually are supposed to be going down through there picking on it. Now, do they go any farther than the tubing company, or can we request they go a little bit farther down?
I mean, I think we can request it. Most of the time they stop it wherever they're out. But, you know, we get trash that's washed down even from the national forest or to the campgrounds and all that too. I'm not saying that we don't create a lot of it either. We
Yes,
do
sir, I
probably
understand.
90% of it we create, but
We police it up a little bit down
Well,
there.
and I'm gonna say this, I haven't placed 3 miles up the river before, tubers don't do it. I never see a plastic bottle go by my place, and I really don't. There's not a plastic bottle that goes down
so
there.
you throw them out at your place as a
I guess I do, I don't mean.
I'll tell you something
I mean,
I saw
seriously.
on
I appreciate
Saturday.
it. Thank you, Mayor.
Well, just so everyone will know, each year I put out a schedule, it's by the week. We have 3 people that actually in the tubing business, and each one of them is responsible for that particular week. And then our police departments patrols the river, especially after a weekend, to see if it's cleaning up now. And I made the statement, I think it's the last meeting, I was down at the river in the park when my 2 granddaughters, waiting on them to come by tubing, and I actually saw both tubing companies with tubes tied together, full of trash bags, trash coming down the river cleaning, so.
They attempt, I know, I see them.
So they have tried, and it's hard to get all of it.
Well, there's been so many people in the river, and Saturday I
This is, if they didn't make money this year, they never will.
3 record-breaking weekends in a row.
Jerry,
That's
Saturday,
right,
I was on the river on our property side across from the park with the dogs, just kind of letting them drink and watching people. And I know our police can't see everybody, and I mean, there were 2 guys coming down the river, and they had a cooler strapped to their tube, and they both just drinking beer and beer.
How could they do that? I didn't think the tubing company was allowed.
I didn't think they allowed coolers, but it was a black cooler about this big, and it was strapped on.
Well, you know, the first 2 or 3 years, we actually put police really, they was out at the fest hall area. And they would pull them over there, so to speak. And,
They made it
if
pass.
they got cited for it, then the tubing company that rented them the tube
Right.
also was cited.
I think we need to do that. I mean, as far as putting tubes, coolers in there, because we decided we could not, the rental company does not allow to let you on the bus with one, or let you off the bus with one, or rent you a tube to put one on.
And we checked to see they got the rules posted, and each entrance is required and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, I mean, we've had the companies claim, well, they stopped down the river somewhere and somebody gave them a cooler. They didn't have it.
And a tube, they gave them an empty tube and a cooler.
Well, yeah.
Well, I mean, I think we need to.
And I've seen that too. I've seen boys come out from behind the Handy Street Bridge, and they're feeding beer down to some of their friends coming through.
Well, we need to police a little bit more.
It's hard to make everything idiot.
I know. Any other questions on that? If not, let's go to the number 8, police department. How's it going, Doug?
Y'all doing all right, Deb?
Yes, thank you.
Touch on just a few things real quick. Our numbers for the last 3 or 4 weeks have doubled and tripled as far as calls and services go. Weekends have just caught us off guard. We're running as many officers as possible on weekends. Excuse me. We are doing hourly checks at the park. Okay, the officer will pull up, will notify dispatch where it is logged and recorded that they're out on the park. The problem is, if the officer leaves the park and the next officer is scheduled to come in, that officer may get a call, so the officer behind him will have to jump up in the rotation. Now, the past 3 weekends, the crowds and the calls of service, like I said, has just been unreal as far as trying to keep a schedule in order. We just hired another part-time officer, and we're looking at putting on some more part-time officers. The way the weekends are falling is one weekend, I don't have any part-time officers available for that weekend. So full-time officers have to be utilized. The next weekend, I'm overloaded with part-time officers, so we don't have that much complaints as far as service, answering the calls. So it's getting there. There's some issues that are being addressed and being corrected, and everything is falling back in line now. The problem that came up this past weekend with the park was we didn't have any grills or anything like that in there, but the people staying at Cool River that was grilling out was coming over and dumping all the trash into the city trash cans, and they were overrun. You would look at the park, the amount of people we had in the park did not match the amount of trash that was in the trash cans.
No, I went by yesterday morning. Does Terry not have trash bins?
I believe he's going to need to add some more over there, or this problem is just going to continue.
Just to let you know, on Sunday after Sunday itself, our guys picked up 2 pickup truck loads of garbage, one each time. Each time it's about a pickup truck.
Well, I went by there Monday morning at 9 o'clock, and they were the one next to Terry's was overloaded on the ground, and everything else. So either he needs to add another large garbage can right there, or we need to put like a wooden fence kind of thing just down to the river's edge to keep people from, bringing their garbage over one of the
Has
other.
anybody spoken with Terry about?
No, we haven't.
Terry is usually very cooperative about, anything that he's asked, so I was just asking.
Well, now I understand the benches and tables have been removed from in front of the old Remember When Theater. All of those were removed, right?
There's 5 back in there now. They did have about 15. There's only
Well, I
5.
went by there Monday, and I did see a lot of garbage. There was still a lot of
We
garbage.
had trash cans running
Yeah.
over all of there
Yeah.
too, so.
Okay. We'll get it under control one of these days. Thank you so much. Our fire department, he's not here today. Public Works, where's Mr. Ross?
Ross is flown out to Arizona somewhere.
Okay.
I hope they don't lose him, he's short.
Okay.
Everything seems to be going good, we're pretty much strapped. We got, we've been trying to get all the restrooms back in order, and over the weekend, we had 3 that messed up, so. It's always in the ladies' restroom, so y'all are tough on them, and we are. We'll get that straightened out this week. We got, I think one on vacation this week, and one's been out sick, and one is no longer with us, and so forth. So, working to try to get caught up.
How's Chris?
Seems to be doing fine. They didn't really find anything that serious with, I think.
Yeah, this is the water guy?
A liver infection or something, and they give the medication for that, so seems to be doing okay. So
Well, he's not back yet, though, is he?
Yeah, he was back yesterday.
Wasn't, okay.
Might have been yesterday.
He's a key man.
Okay, purchases and bids, there are none. Ordinances, there are none.
You miss Larry.
Oh, I missed Larry. Oh, hello.
You don't miss Larry,
Yeah, he's here. Well, nobody else was here.
Meeting after meeting, yes, sir.
You thought he was raw sitting over
Hey,
there.
hey, what did I do to you today? Actually, everything's going quite well. Issued the building permit for the Holiday Express as soon as he gets his.
And this is how many times we've issued this permit?
No. This is the first time
This is
the
the
building
first time.
permit has actually been issued.
Okay.
The contractor is on site. He's waiting for his rebar delivery. As soon as that happens, he's gonna start making footers. The liquor store wall is finally, if he can find some dirt today, that will be completed today.
Okay.
And Jerry and I looked at the latest wall design at the bank. He has it all contained, his property, and of course the Huddle House property, but it's designed to come back off the right of way. We said okay to that one about 10 days ago, and I haven't heard anything from him since.
How long do you think it will take for the Holiday Inn to be complete? I mean, if it's all on schedule, and I know anything can happen, but I'm just saying.
Rubbing the magic lamp, probably 9 to 10 months.
Okay.
If everything goes well,
But anything.
it'll be ready, I'd say it'll be ready for furniture in less than 10 months.
Did the liquor store get some of that dirt coming out of the hotel site?
Stay upside there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, unless somebody's seen or heard something that I need to look into as of late,
No, everything's good, you're doing a good job. Sorry I missed you.
that's okay. It's good to be on notice. I must be doing something right.
Okay, let's go back to 14. Resolutions, there are none. City Commission comments? Jeff? Ms. Judy? No. Ms. Helen? No. Mr. Fred?
Good meeting.
Okay, and then
Motion to adjourn.
we are going to adjourn meeting and go down to the city.
You got it? Second.
You got it in a second. All in favor?
What time will we reconvene tomorrow?
Right now?
15 minutes.
Well, we'll be down there in 15 minutes.
Give everybody a chance. You don't convene under the pavilion?
Well, we've got to walk down through there. We'll be putting this.
I'm going to slide.